But that's the thing. So there's movies that will definitely reveal a lot about your partner or the person you're dating. And, again, dating a white woman, when I first watched Fruitvale Station, this set the tone for us.
Wait, tell us about it.
I was like, oh, nah, this is not going to work. You don't get it? Got you. I don't get you.
Last week.
No, not about this movie.
What?
No, yeah, tell us what was the scenario?
Telling us last week about
okay. It was all the same.
Oh.
But stop tying things together. Let people wonder. This is a suspense show. No, it was not the same person. It was the same person.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Oh, so it was. Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So certain movies will allow you to know what side of the fence certain things are on, certain people are on that are deal breakers for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is great because, it's like, all right, you know what? This ain't gonna work because, listen, I ain't with a girl that's not cooking or cleaning. Like, maybe I'm just making this up, guys. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah.
I don't know. Like, in the fact that you use that movie, I think that is very relatable to a lot of people because, say you're watching. Matter of fact, I think my lawn sister, she's married to a white guy. I think they went to go see 12 Years a Slave or something like that.
Oh wow!
Absolutely not. I wouldn't even do that.
But
that's not
her
fair.
husband.
Yeah, that's not fair. You can't watch movies because you married somebody that's not
right.
That culture.
That's actually smart not to watch.
No.
I think it's smart not to watch it.
Coming ahead.
No, I think
peace in your house.
That's called prolonging the demise.
Yeah, I think if I have a spouse that's white and I say, hey, I want to go see 12 Years a Slave, and they say I don't want to see it, I'm gonna be like, why the fuck you don't want to see it? You watch every other documentary. You watch every other history-based movie. Why the fuck you don't want to see this one? I would legitimately have a problem. But I remember asking her, I was like, so what? And I really don't know if it was 12 Years a Slave, but it was something along those lines.
The Django.
Well, Django was more like a comedy or whatever, but
hey,
something along those lines. And I remember asking her, I was like, "What was it like?" She was like, "Man, it was rough. It was heavy."
You see,
really?
Because they don't get. No offense.
I feel like it doesn't even always have to be like you being in a relationship. I feel like my older sister, she gets very uncomfortable watching anything that has to do with slaves or that kind of time period in history. She just gets very uncomfortable. She just doesn't like to see stuff like that. It just
that's fair.
Don't sit right with her. So I mean, for a white person to say that is kind of just maybe they just are uncomfortable with that time period, knowing that their race was responsible for all
the
of
thing is,
the
thing is for the one that the kicker for me was why didn't he stop moving? When the cop was trying to arrest him in Fruitvale.
Oh, Fruitvale. Okay.
Why didn't he just stop?
I hate that.
Yeah, and so when that created an argument that lasted a good week or two.
Wait, what was your response? I actually want to know.
I can't even be.
What you mean?
Yeah, probably was the fuck are you talking about? Why didn't he stop? First of all, why is he arresting him? It was just
really,
you know what I'm saying? Because this is too much for the beginning. I mean, too much for the cop to be doing from the very beginning, right?
Mm-hmm.
But and she's on some well, if he just stopped moving, it won't get that bad type of situation. And I'm
Jesus.
What? But again, this is 10 years ago, whatever the case may be. So my thing is watching certain movies is very, very important. Especially if you're dating outside of your race, because I need to know where it is.
Stand,
and you know what I really can't stand, because I've dated, and again, I don't want to make this a race thing, but I've dated when
everything is a race thing. It's America.
I dated white women where it was and I hate the pity sympathy too. So it's there's no real win. You know what I'm saying? It's oh my
That's
God,
that movie.
I can't believe that he would do that.
Yeah,
why would he do that? I can't believe these.
But I can't believe it either.
And I'm bitch, and I can because I can only hear that so many times. I'm yeah, but I'd rather you just be yo, fuck these niggas. I'd be I'm with you. Fuck them. You don't share the same passion as me. You're still questioning.
Yeah.
Real life history. So it gets real sticky.
Crazy.
Yeah.
My question.
I would never.
What was crazy?
And that's the.
What was crazy?
The fact that white cops harass black men.
Yeah. What was crazy?
What was crazy?
Yeah. I want to know.
That just happened last week, right?
Right.
That happens.
American
Can you
history.
educate me?
Yeah, let me know.
American History X was a phenomenal
An amazing movie.
Yeah,
amazing.
Like, one of my favorites.
Oh wait, what is the most?
What was it?
It is burned into my. Oh fuck! I'm sorry.
She pussy.
It is.
Right?
It is like burned into my brain when he told him to put his mouth on the curb.
Oh, me too,
Everybody.
Aaron. Me too,
Oh,
Aaron.
Everybody, and then we're
God.
like,
What is it?
it's
Just
important.
American History X.
Like, what are you? Like, you watch
That's
it?
a prison movie, right?
It's intense,
No.
but it's
I've
really,
never
one is
heard
that?
of that before.
it's
I don't think
really,
you, like,
I can't watch some of those
American
movies.
History.
It's the real life version.
It's good.
Of-
I
it's
can't
an
watch
amazing
Fruitville Station.
Yeah,
no,
not,
but this movie,
not your
Got
depressing.
one voice,
in
one
terms of
voice.
film,
not your little pop culture sweet bullshit. This
Definitely
is,
Amanda,
not.
stay in your
real
bubble.
life.
Stay in
One
your
voice,
bubble.
one voice.
Safe place to be.
Stay in your bubble. But the thing is, there's actually a new movie that I just recently watched. I would say within the last month or two, and I would say the movie's no more than a year old that just implemented that scene where somebody bit the curb and he stomped on them.
I
I
can't.
forgot what it was, and
Cannot
I
ever.
kind of get mad because I'm like, that's a signature move from this. Like,
yeah,
we
gonna
know
have to
that
kill
from-
me another way.
See, but this is what I was trying to say
that was
to you
amazing.
guys.
I said,
Again, I want to go back to that
But I'm
Netflix
not
and
gonna-
chill.
appreciate
Now,
how much
you gonna have
thuggy
to
he
now,
me
was.
another
We have to
way.
understand we're
He's a
emotional
queen.
beings. We all have, we're emotional creatures.
You got
If
what's
I'm
coming in.
trying to bring you to the crib, and I got the drinks,
That's all I care about, man.
I
Fuck
got
this
the
movie.
drinks and I got the mix.
I'm joking.
And
Gosh.
woman, you talking about, yeah, Fruitville Station. I just never finished watching it. You gonna mess up the whole vibe.
That's not the.
No, that's not the first day. That's
No,
definitely
the first day at the
No.
house.
no. That's not the first day you want to put
Definitely
that.
not
in
the-
there.
that's not the right
watch
vibe.
that the first
You gotta do that after you
date.
fuck. Like,
Remember we said about testing?
I don't know,
She's like-
unless it's Dr. Umar. If Dr. Umar is your date, we watching
You
American History
definitely
X.
watching it?
We watching Fruitville Station. We watching Malcolm X autobiography. Well, we watching all the good shit.
Because moods
Well,
are
Shout
moods,
out Dr.
right?
Umar. Are you coming on our show? What's up?
Because we're waiting for you. Moods are moods. Because I remember my brother Richard told me one time, he was like, always remember, when you're sad, never listen to sad music.
Yep.
Makes it, yeah, it definitely
Right?
exacerbates it.
When
Yeah.
you trying to fuck,
I love that.
You like
when
to
you
wallow
trying to
in it.
fuck, put
I
on
wallow.
something. I'm going to go with Amanda on this one. Put something on that's pop. Something light.
Yeah.
Something
Comedy.
that's not going to, and if she don't pause the movie, fellas, in my opinion, she's not, when people that
Well,
control
you
the
said
projectors.
you wasn't gonna pause the movie.
I'm not
so
pausing it.
No, he
What?
doesn't care.
I don't care if you pause the movie.
I
I'm
care.
not there for that.
And I'm gonna tell you, pause it.
How many
well,
movies
I mean,
you got to watch
the
in your
thing is,
life?
Alan.
Day
Wait,
1
Alan.
or day 17.
We got to be real because we're on 8 at the table.
Sure.
It's if we're trying to
Smash.
build with somebody or smash is different. If I'm trying to smash, I don't care if you pause the movie either.
You know,
Right.
But
am
if I want you to be my real girlfriend,
you-
I want you to consider me in all areas.
So,
just
Rico,
like
I'm gonna
I will
tell you something because you help me see things from one lens, and I'm gonna help you see things from another lens. Just this moment right here. You ready for me?
I'm closing my
All right,
eyes.
you ready? Try to see this. Try to see this from this lens, right? I used to think some of my friends was like, man, I'm just trying to beat Shorty down 2-3 times and I'm done with it. That ended up being their wife.
Yeah.
Most of these guys, bro, you never know how this thing is gonna play out. He's just taking her to the house thinking, I'm gonna hit that and be good. I'm like, yo, what's up? Yo, we're going out tonight? Nah, yo, Shorty says she's gonna come over again tonight. Yo, Shorty says she's moving in. Yo.
No, you invited her.
Now, if
Yeah.
you knew she ain't
But
paused that
Exactly,
movie, you
about
could
some
dead
shorty
that
said,
right
shorty
there.
But that's the thing, Alan.
No, he's gone.
and my
He's
thing,
in love.
So, and it goes down to say
lost
this,
him.
right? It goes down to say the heart wants what it wants. So you might go in with one intention, and
But
then
Alan,
no,
you
but the
don't
thing
know.
is, the
hold
problem.
on. Here's the question: the longevity of those relationships.
That's where I wanted to go, right? Because the
longevity. How did it work out for them? And don't make up false facts.
it's 24 months and it's over.
I know a couple.
Where they at now?
You got 24 months and then it's
they,
over.
they didn't work
Ooh, is that
out.
Montana?
I think in my experience of seeing this,
It didn't work out.
when you walk, no, they're still together, most of them, if not
They
all of them.
happy.
But it's not about happiness right now. Just pay attention to what I'm saying to you.
They're together.
It's not about happiness.
It is about
It's about they didn't work out all the, they call that the kinks, the
Yeah.
ticks,
Kinks, yeah.
the kinks.
Or the
So they
issues,
didn't really go through their issues. They spent so much time connecting with each other. They didn't know if they like the same movies, the same books, the same this, the same that.
So what they were just
So-
fucking?
So I
Mhm.
think as humans, discovering that about each other is part of the navigating system. So what keeps them together is always figuring different things out about each other.
Fuck no. Listen, Alan.
They had paused the movie.
Wait, that's the stuff that keeps you together, though.
I was about to say,
Nah,
I love that stuff.
I want to get
Like,
personal, okay? I've had more than 2 relationships,
I
right?
was about to say, you've said
But-
that more than once on
What
the show.
in my personal opinion, right? My most healthiest relationship was very intentional. We were very communicative. We were very direct. And even to the point where it was like, hey, listen, if there's an issue, I need you to address it this way.
Right. Yeah.
And this was all within the first 3 months. If you ask me how many arguments I had with that girl, I could probably count on 1 or 2 hands. Right? Now, the ones that I did that bullshit, the heart wants what it wants, I've been figuring things out the entire time because we've never had a real life actual sit down and understanding of each other. We just was going for the
The flow.
connection. Yeah, going with the flow and then trying to work the kinks out as they came.
Don't
but
do that.
and I don't recommend it because
good
it's
So
too
Rico,
much-
my question for you is this.
Don't do that.
you know what I'm saying?
Rico.
Tell me now.
Because now we
Tell
have
me
to
now.
figure
Don't
this
do
out. Now
that.
we,
Don't do
I
that.
don't want to have sit downs with you
Don't do
at
that.
12 months. I don't want to have another sit down with you at 18, and I don't want
Right.
to have another sit down with
But
you
Rico,
at 24.
that relationship that you had, the great communication, what we will call healthy. We'll call
Yeah,
it
yeah.
healthy.
Yep.
What was the one thing wrong with that relationship?
The one thing that was wrong
Rico?
with it was Rico's money that came.
See?
Well, I would honestly say it was youth
Rico.
and money. If I was, let's say 30 or
Wrong
35 and accustomed to having a stable life, it'd be way different. So the fact that, which is a whole different situation, but in my actual relationship, within the relationship, what was wrong? Nothing. Like there was nothing wrong. Like we had, everything was ironed out. Everything was figured out. We moved collectively. We spoke in each other's love languages. We were actually literally on point with everything. The only thing that happened was a 25-year-old had gotten more than 6 figures in his life for the first time in his life and fucking balled out. And when I say balled out, I mean balled out. Everybody got the wrath, right? And Alan was here in my corner saying, keep going. Keep going. Momentum is everything. And I said, bet.
Terrible.
Double down. Double down. Double down.
So what you're saying is that
Horrible.
Alan was the
No,
reason.
it was me. It was me.
Influence,
But I had encouragement. But
a very unhealthy.
Terrible
but
advice.
in all honesty, if you ask me would I change it, no, because there's experiences in my life that literally
Took from that.
that literally allowed me to be able to speak, and I've never lived.
You said this before.
So now that I can say I lived is different. But
Makes
the problem is when I started living again, I started living backwards and doing this stupid shit. Like, oh, let's go with the heart once. Yo, you rocking with me, I'm rocking with you. Shit is cool. But we're not discussing how we are. We don't discuss how we work. So now I have to go ahead and start back at day 1 on day, 365. And it's like, okay,
You know
cool.
what?
Like,
When you think about it, I think the best and maybe most successful relationships are probably a mixture between what the heart wants and what the mind can comprehend. Because yes, the heart wants what it wants, whatever, but you also still have to have like your brain has to be rational and logical and tell you, you know what? That is a red flag. That is not good. You should check that, correct that, or move around. So I think that the healthiest relationships have to be like a proper mix of the two. Because when you think about it, if you just following vibes, you're gonna follow vibes like
It's not gonna work out.
yeah, it's just
you drown.
I feel
Right,
I need you
exactly.
guys in my life.
Yeah,
because
it's just
vibes is my big thing.
It's gonna run its course.
yeah, it'll run its course. Great,
It's like a
perfect.
virus.
Yeah, like it's gonna run its course. Yeah,
I be like, we vibe
until life, which is the what is that thing? A Z pack.
Finally, as
Yeah.
an atheist.
Until life, the Z pack like
I
kicks
think people don't
in.
understand it's not sustainable.
Yeah,
So you could do it for a while, and
Mhm.
usually after 2 years,
and it feel good too.
yeah, but after 2 years,
Those
2 years.
it wears off, and
Oh,
then real life comes in, and
Yeah.
you're just like, okay, this is not sustainable, and you realize like I hate you, and
Mhm.
I can't be with you. We don't suit each other.
Yeah.
But if you stepped in long before then,
Mm-hmm.
you can really like
Avoid a
like
lot
the
of bullshit.
pausing
yeah.
of the movie. That's an easy.
You're really serious about pausing
Yeah,
that movie.
I am, because that's like an easy thing to address very early on. Like a person could recognize, like, that's something important to me. Oh, my bad. I didn't even know. I didn't even realize. We all do things where we don't realize it's important to someone else.
Can you also see from another perspective that me not caring you pausing the movie as me being considerate?
No, but
I don't want to fuck up your movie.
Dude,
keep watching your shit.
You don't understand. No, but Alan, if you don't care, it don't come up.
Exactly.
That's what you don't understand. That means if you don't care, you go use the bathroom, right? You go use the bathroom, you come back. It's not a thing to you. But if it's something important to me because I'm interested in a plot line, that means it's important to me. Address the small things so they don't become big things.
Because they will.
Yeah. In my opinion, I think that most relationships end because the same situation has resurfaced in different ways.
Oh, yes.
You never addressed it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's the main thing. So when they resurface in Exhibit A and Exhibit B and Exhibit C, at some point everybody's threshold is done. I mean, is different, so they're gonna draw their line at a different point, and then that's when everything just is over. But if I have the ability, and again, I am a preventative person more than a problem solving person. I want to prevent the problem, because when I deal with the problem, I deal with it in a different way. Especially when I know I have exhausted all my ways on trying to prevent this problem. So me asking you, can I ask you a question, is just me trying to understand your mindset so I can prevent future problems. Now, if you have an issue with me asking that, I already know we're going to have a lot more other problems, right? So most importantly, and I said this here, is we need to be intentional on what we're doing. If I'm only planning on having sex with you, that's different. But if I'm actually dating you because I want to be in a relationship with someone, right, then I need to be like, all right, cool. These are the things that this is the way that I work, and these are the things that I expect in my relationship.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
Would you be willing, and do you think that men, or men that you know in your circle or whatever, or maybe men in general, do you think that men are willing to be upfront about what their intentions are?
In my personal life theories, because they're supplied by facts, most men know. See, most men are scared to be intentional with women, especially when they don't want what they think that woman wants. You know what I'm saying?
When they don't want.
Would
they want what they don't think the woman?
No, they don't want what they think the woman wants.
Okay, gotcha.
So you get what I'm saying? So they think that woman might want a relationship, or she might want something serious with this man. So he's like, if I think she wants that, he doesn't even know. I'm going to provide this representative and actions based on what I think she wants, which is just usually, obviously, some point it's going to conflict, because sometimes these women just want to have sex too.
But do you think that these are conversations that people have like straight from the beginning?
I'm saying men-wise, I think most men are not that intentional with their intention. I mean, not that upfront and outspoken with their intentions. So, and that's the problem, because if women could comment on here right now, be like, yeah, Rico told me from the beginning he didn't want no relationship and he just wanted to have sex. That's how I was operating since 21 years old. My mother told me to do that, a woman, by the way. Right? So because of that, I already alleviate all possible problems. If you fall in love with me, I'd be like, yo, I told you I never wanted to be with you, right?
Oh.
And she'd be like, I know, but you're just so cool, right? You know what I'm saying?
No, that ain't what she was saying. She could be like, no, but you just kept coming over, and no, you be acting like a boyfriend.
But my thing is, I can act like a boyfriend if I want to, and I will remind you along the way. I am not your man, and I don't want to be in a relationship.
The same guy that I was dating, the one that was like,
but that's cool.
different from me. He had asked me one time. He said, "What are your intentions with me?" And I said, "I've never had anyone ask me that before." I'm like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "I don't know how to."
Just here to fuck.
I was like, I don't know how to answer this question. Like, I was like, I've never had anyone ask me this, especially in person. I was like, I don't even have time to like send you a text or something.
Wow.
I was so like.
But what were your intentions?
That's a very feminine question.
It was. I was gonna say, like, it's either reverse psychology or he's.
It was definitely reverse
It's
psychology.
a no judgment zone.
I feel like it was definitely reverse psychology, because I was just
I'm gonna beat you to the punch.
I was like, well, I just got out of a relationship, so I'm not looking for anything serious. And he was just like, okay.
Thank God. He was like this. Oh, Shit.
Real
All right,
quick,
high five.
right before I wanted to just say one thing. One thing about telling people up front about who you are and what you do. And I remember that being young. And I'm talking about going back to the 5th or 6th grade. Going back to the 5th or 6th grade. If I was talking to a girl in high school and you told me something about yourself, I held you to that.
Yeah.
And when I see you a complete, like you said, I don't drink chocolate milk. Can I walk in the fucking lunchroom and you drinking chocolate milk?
This bitch is a
I
liar.
don't say nothing. I might just fucking hate you.
That's a fact.
What?
Just don't tell me shit about you. I'll figure it out. But if you're gonna tell me something about you, make sure it is who you say you are.
I think most
If
men
it's
should be
about-
like,
okay, that was a bad example because
But he was talking from Baby Allen now. So that's
Maybe
why.
Baby Allen.
No, that's
Yeah.
a great
because
example.
when it comes to something that you know probably didn't like in the past or maybe tried at a different time of your life and now you've grown on that, that's different.
Alan
You can't
said
hate somebody for that.
Drinking chocolate.
I had a girl tell me she
Gave me a
didn't like
purse,
flowers.
Stupid
Uh-huh.
fucking
Look, this
liar.
is women. Women be doing this shit. I had a girl
There
tell
you
me
go.
she did not like flowers.
Mm-hmm.
I never bought her flowers. Then she told me I wasn't romantic because I don't buy flowers.
That's my best
And
friend.
I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because you told me you don't like flowers. She's like, well, you're still supposed to want to do it. And I'm
No,
like,
ma'am.
no.
I'm sorry,
that's
that
not
was
how
my
this
best
works.
friend, and I told her she was crazy as hell.
Thank
Oh,
you.
ma'am.
A girl will tell
I
you.
said you made it so adamant that you did not care for flowers, and you were so mad when you did not get them because you felt like someone was supposed to do that for you anyway.
Yeah,
No,
Because
bitch.
the girl would be like, I don't be outside like that.
be
Like,
outside.
you outside every night.
Well, see, wait, like that.
What is like that?
Yeah,
that.
like that
I
is
might have had a
subjective.
moment.
Right. So we don't know what like that means. I'm
Like
just,
that means 12 months, but she was out
Yeah.
3.
June was a little lit. So I was
Right.
outside.
in the other months, you was at the
Because
crib.
girls send their representatives when they dating. Oh, I don't
Wait,
think
wait.
this-
Everybody
Sends their
We
reference.
Probably
we
a
gotta
very-
go on to the next segment. So, go ahead, Aaron.
Anywho, this was actually a dope conversation. I love the way we were able to like intertwine like love, sex, and relationships.
With the movies.
Yeah,
it was
with the
fun
movies.
conversation.
That was dope. Nobody else is doing it. Just let me throw that out there. But anyway,
And this is gonna be a first, people. And the only reason we're able to do all of this is for you guys, our actual audience.
absolutely.
Right? Movies connect to real life, real love.
Yeah, because movies are actually just a reflection of real life.
very
So-
relatable.
Yeah, it's
these
art.
movies.
And it's a dating
Expressing.
tactic too, so
Yeah.
it's used daily
That's true.
in relationships and just,
And brainwashing.
And y'all comment y'all love sex relationship movies.
Yeah, we
Y'all
actually
date movies.
Your best love sex relationship movie.
And your scammy. I'm trying to
Not the scary
get some
movies.
sex
Ugh.
movies because we know y'all be doing
Plotting.
your
Yeah.
scam likelies.
right.